Daniel, Coach mentioned taking the entire operation into account and making the decision. How are you able to separate yourself with this quarterback competition?
Yeah, I think for me, my mindset was just to try to be as consistent as I could every day, make progress, and grow in my understanding of the offense and understanding of what Coach wants and what he sees in this offense. So I tried to keep that my focus. That'll stay my focus going forward.
How good is it for you? Just for go ahead.
What was your reaction when Coach told you guys?
Obviously, I was excited. Excited for the opportunity, and as a competitor, you want to be on the field, and that's why you work. So I'm excited and looking forward to getting out there. I think we have a good football team, and we put in a lot of work.
How good is it for you just to get some clarity now, knowing that you're the guy, you're going to get the reps? How much is it going to help you moving forward?
Yeah, I think it helps. But as far as my mindset or your preparation or what you're doing day to day, I don't think that changes all that much really. Obviously, I'll be taking. Practice will change a little bit, but from my approach and my preparation, all that stuff stays the same, and try to be as consistent as I can with all that. So I'm fired up. I'm excited, and like I said, we've put in a lot of good work. I think we made a lot of progress, but we have a lot of kind of critical work looking forward in these next couple of weeks to get ready.
Daniel, obviously you came here for this opportunity. Why do you think this could be different than what we saw over the last couple of years with the Giants?
I think every situation is different. Every season's different. I'm growing and developing as a player constantly, and I think so a lot of things go into it. I think I'm prepared and will continue to work hard to prepare.
Not all players get a second chance this quickly after leaving another team. I guess, is there anything that maybe you learned from the first experience with the Giants that you plan to do a little differently, or ways that you've just grown to make sure you handle this as best you can?
Yeah, I think there's a number of things specific to on the field and fundamental things in scheme, and then there's stuff off the field too that you're constantly working and refining in your process, and always trying to learn and grow from it.
Daniel, what are you better at now than when you were in New York your last year there?
I think you're growing in your understanding of scheme, of defense, of what teams are trying to do, decision making, understanding when you can get through reads and where the ball needs to go. I think my training and preparation off the field, in preparation for camp, and I made progress there physically and mechanically, footwork wise. I think there's a number of things that I've worked on to improve.
Daniel, what's your relationship like with Shane as a play caller, and like that communication like, and how do you see yourself succeeding in this offense?
Yeah, I think it's been great. I think we spent a lot of time, dating back to the spring in meetings, and he's been in our quarterback meetings. He's constantly communicating what he sees, what he expects from us in certain situations, how he plans on calling a game, things he's looking for defensively to attack, and I think I have a good understanding of what he expects and what he wants. So that will always be growing and evolving, as we spend more and more time together. But, I'd say right now I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of that.
Daniel, what was the last 48 hours like, I guess, since the Green Bay game ended? Did you think you had won it? What was the wait and see like until this point?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have a great idea, as far as, Shane's timeline and what he was planning on doing. But, I was, ready whenever, and obviously, just kind of going about my work as I normally do, reviewing the game and getting prepared for this week of practice. So, I wasn't, I didn't have any inside scoop on his timeline there.
You talked about the talent around here. How much does that excite you, knowing the type of guys you have on this offense as you get ready for week one?
Yeah, I think it's exciting. I think, like I said, I think we've put in a lot of good work this training camp, and I think we've executed at a high level and made a lot of progress in that space. But the guys up front have played well all training camp. It's a strong group there, and then guys on the perimeter, receivers, tight ends, backs. I think there's a lot of guys who can make plays. So I'm excited to get out there with them.
You mentioned a lot of the operational things, the stuff that he looked at for you that kind of pushed you over the top in this quarterback competition. Why do you think you were able to, grasp that so quickly with a new offense?
I don't know. I mean, I think experience and time on the field, playing games and being out there, and then I think just preparation and spending time being prepared for practice, going over what you need to go over, going through certain situations in your head, and knowing what to expect when you get out there.
Daniel, one thing that Shane stressed a couple of times is you're not the quarterback for now. You're the quarterback for the season, and there won't be a short leash. Is it reassuring to know that he's got that level of trust in you?
Yeah, it certainly is. But I understand this league and how it works, and you've got to perform at a high level week in and week out, and that's certainly what I expect of myself, and I'll be expecting of all of us in this offense. I think we all have high expectations of what we can be.
Last one over here, Joel. You had options in free agency to go other spots. Does this validate that you made the right choice?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was obviously a big piece of why I came here and to play, to be on the field, and to be with this group. I think it's a strong group of players, as I said, and a strong group of coaches at the system. I think there's a lot of things here to be excited about. So, yeah, I'm certainly happy I made the decision I did.